everyone, welcome back to my channel. Have you ever felt stuck or struggled to find the motivation to learn a new language or keep on learning? If so, this video is for you. There are countless ways to boost productivity, but today I'm sharing 10 productivity hacks that can help with both language learning and everyday life. Many of these insights come from James Clear's book Atomic Habits, a game changer when it comes to building effective routines. These tips are just tools. It's all about finding what works best for your personality, routine, and lifestyle. I've tested plenty of strategies myself. Some worked, some didn't. It's all about experimenting and adjusting along the way. Today, I encourage you to do the same. The first tip I would like to share is habit pairing. This means pairing your language learning with activities you already do. For example, listening to Chinese podcasts on your bus ride to school, reviewing vocabulary flashcards right after your morning coffee, or practicing writing characters as part of your post-journaling routine. I've made a habit of reading 2 pages of type book after my morning coffee. So whenever I finished my breakfast, my hands automatically grabbed the book. By trying new habits to existing ones, you create a natural rhythm that keeps your learning consistent and less overwhelming. So identify your daily habits and then add a new behavior on top. Make it obvious. Visibility is key to staying on track. Keep a Korean book on your bedside table or your desk to remind yourself to study a few pages daily. Stick flashcards on your bedroom mirror, fridge, or laptop where you'll see them frequently. You can even set your phone wallpaper to display key vocabulary words, grammar structures, or motivational quotes to reinforce learning effortlessly. When your learning tools are easy to notice, you're more likely to stay engaged and consistent. Harness the power of habits. Motivation comes and goes, but habits are what keep you consistent. There will be days when you feel exhausted and unmotivated, making it hard to study. That's why having a daily routine in your target language is so important. It keeps you on track even when motivation fades. For me, listening to Chinese audiobooks while working out has become a habit. It ensures I get daily exposure to the language, no matter how busy or unmotivated I feel. I also commit to learning Japanese for at least 30 minutes, 3 times a week. These habits create momentum, making progress inevitable. So if you can find motivation, rely on discipline. Set clear goals, build habits around them, and take small steps every day. Over time, consistency will lead to success, even on the days when motivation is nowhere to be found. Focus on the system, not just the goal. As James Clear explains in Atomic Habits, goals set the direction, but systems drive progress. Instead of focusing solely on a goal of becoming fluent in Chinese, prioritize building a system that makes daily progress inevitable. For example, create a routine where you spend 10 minutes each day learning new vocabulary, listening to Chinese podcasts during your commute, or practicing characters before bed. By focusing on the system, you shift your attention from the distant result to the small actionable steps you can take every day. This not only makes the process more manageable, but also ensures steady improvement over time. Organize your learning materials. Staying organized is key to productivity, especially if you are learning multiple languages like me. I used to struggle with scattered notes across different apps, but recently I've been using Squindle, and it has completely changed how I structure my language learning. It's a mind mapping and note taking tool that helps me organize my thoughts and learning materials in one place. Since I'm learning multiple languages at once, I prefer a flexible structure. With Scrindle, I can arrange my notes however I want, move them around freely, and visually connect my notes. Since Japanese, Chinese, and Korean share many similar words and pronunciations, I connect them in a mind map instead of memorizing them separately. I'd also map out grammar patterns across all 4 languages, making it easier to compare and notice similarities. Squindle also offers ready-made templates, so I can instantly create structured mind maps for vocabulary categories, kanji breakdowns, and grammar structures. Then adjust them as needed. It saves me so much time. I can even generate example sentences and summarize grammar points using AI Assistant. Another thing I love is that Scrindle helps me track my progress. Each board acts as my personal language hub where I store videos, audio notes, and even images. This way, I can visually see what I've covered and what needs more revision. And when I need quick access to something, Squinter's search function helps me find any note instantly. If you are looking for a more visual and flexible way to organize your notes or routines, Squintle is definitely worth trying. I will leave a link in my description box so you can check it out for yourself. You can use my code LEAN50, which is valid for 2 weeks for a discount. Improve 1% every day. If you aim to get just 1% better each day, the cumulated impact over time can lead to extraordinary results. For language learning, focus on small, manageable tasks each day, like learning 5 new Japanese words, mastering one grammar rule, or practicing pronunciation for a few minutes. These tiny gains might feel insignificant at the moment, but over weeks and months, they add up to noticeable progress. The key is consistency. By committing to small daily improvements, you will build momentum and create lasting habits that make fluency achievable. Remember, small steps lead to big transformations. 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is a game changer for building new habits, especially when motivation is low. If you want to start reading more, don't pressure yourself with a big goal like reading for 30 minutes a day. Instead, commit to just 2 minutes. Open a book, read a paragraph or two, and that's it. Once you begin, you'll often find it much easier to keep going. The hardest part of any habit is simply getting started, and this rule helps overcome that initial resistance. Over time, those small efforts add up, making consistency effortless and turning short sessions into a lasting routine. Have friends that you can speak or write within the language. Find someone who is learning the same language as you or already speaks it. Finding a language buddy, especially someone who is committed, helps you stay on track. Joining language learning groups or following other learners online inspires me. Seeing others share their progress, challenges, and tips helps create a sense of connection and motivation. Learning is always more fun when you celebrate milestones together and support each other along the way. Get a tutor. Sometimes learning a new language on your own can be hard without someone to point you in the right direction. Without guidance, it's easy to feel stuck. That's where a good tutor can make a huge difference. A tutor not only helps you navigate difficult concepts, but also teaches effective learning techniques that make studying more efficient. They can provide personalized feedback, correct mistakes before they become ingrained, and offer structured guidance that keeps you on track. With the right support, your language learning journey becomes smoother, more effective, and even more enjoyable. Allow for breaks. Sometimes we can feel burnout and don't want to study ever again. Realize that this is normal because learning languages is a marathon, not a sprint. Take breaks when you need to. I've also learned and abandoned many languages I've lost count. But the truth is, nothing is ever truly lost. Everything you have studied becomes a part of you, even if it feels forgotten. Follow your heart and start learning whichever language excites you. Each new language will add to your vocabulary, grammar knowledge, and learning strategies. Over time, these pieces will come together, helping you navigate your latest language with greater ease until fluency naturally follows. So, these are my top productivity hacks for language learning. I hope you found them helpful and that you'll try incorporating some into your study routine. Remember, consistency is key and small changes can lead to big results over time. If you have any favorite productivity tips, feel free to share them in the comments. I'd love to hear what works for you. Also, let me know which of these hacks you're most excited to try. Don't forget to like this video if you found it useful and subscribe for more language learning tips. Your support helps me keep creating helpful content for fellow language learners like you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.